This meeting is being recorded.
Okay. All right. Greetings, everyone. Today, I am going to present my research entitled Detection of Malacca River Water Quality Contamination using GIS, remote sensing, and artificial intelligence. Okay. My name is Kean Hua. Okay, this is the research title that I'm conducting and presenting right now. Okay. So this is the content. So today we are going to discuss what is introduction to water quality issue, and then we go for methodology frameworks, data collection and analysis, and the last one, result and discussion, as well as conclusion with the future direction, right? So the first part, let's go for the introductions to water quality issue. So what is water quality? Water quality is actually referred to the chemical, physical, and biological characteristic of water, particularly in relations to its suitability for specific purposes like drinking, swimming, or industrial use. So as we know, all of us as a human or living being, definitely we need water for survival. Okay, so importance of assessing water quality is that it is crucial for public health, ecosystem balance, and monitoring pollution levels, thereby guiding the effectiveness of the management as well as the conservation strategy. Okay, so a little bit overviews of Malacca River. So historical significance, the Malacca Rivers is actually plays important roles in the region's trade history, serving as a waterway and also facilitate the commerce and also cultural exchange during its peak. This is based on the historical significance lah. And then current environmental challenge is that currently the Malacca River faces pollution, especially water pollution, river pollutions, which is from the industrial waste, urban runoff, and also inadequate waste management, threatening its ecological integrity and also water quality. So, uh, due to the urban development, urbanizations, and also migration of population, okay, to Malacca River Basin, or in Malacca State, definitely development had near to the Malacca River had caused what we so call as water pollutions through the industrial activities or anthropogenic activities, included industrial activities, agriculture activities, and also human activities lah. Okay, so the research question is that this study is aims to address key questions related to the sources of pollution in the Malacca River and their impacts on local biodiversity and also human health. So expected contribution is to contribute valuable insight into water quality management practices, offering solutions to improve the health of the Malacca River for the future generation. So this is the main objective. All right, so the methodology, okay, it's divided into few. Okay, principle of GIS in environmental study, we know that is involved with the data representations, spatial analysis, and visualizations to assess environmental changes, enabling students to understanding patterns and also make informed decisions about ecological impact. So the tools for water quality analysis is facilitate mapping and analyzing water quality data, helping students to track pollutants and identify sources of contamination, and thus enhancing their understandings of environmental management. Okay, so meanwhile, for remote sensing technique, it actually focuses on satellite data utilization, where encompasses gathering image and information from space, enabling students to analyze land use changes, monitor natural disaster, and also evaluate the ecosystem over a large geographical area. So the processing can involve with the transformations and analysis of raw satellite data, providing students with the skills to interpret results effectively and apply finding to the real-world environmental challenge. Okay, and this is the most important thing as AI approaches, which is involved with the machine learning algorithm, allows students to model the complex environmental system, predicts the outcomes, and also optimize resources management through pattern recognition, and also predicts analytics. And the data analysis and interpretation is that involved with the synthesis diverse datasets with AI tools, equipping the students with the ability to derive meaningful insights and contribute to the evidence-based environmental policies. Okay, so the collection data, okay, will be divided into two, which is primary data and secondary data. Primary data, definitely we go through the survey, interview, or experiment, highly related to the relevant data for specific research queries, while secondary data is actually analyzed. Okay, actually, okay, secondary review and entails analyzing existing information from published study, governments report and database, offering insight and context for new research without the needs of original data gathering. Okay, so the process and integrations. Okay, once the primary and secondary data is, we receive that data, we will key in into GIS and remote sensing. Okay, and then we run the data integrate together. And meanwhile, AI is actually help to process training training all the data, and we can see once it is having enough of the training process, definitely it will help to go through the what we so call as prediction. Okay, so analysis method, okay, statistical analysis technique, apply mathematical frameworks to interpret the data, allowing research to identify the trends, correlations, and causations essentials for drawing meaningful conclusion. And the AI models helps to include the design, training, and validations on the machine learning models that analyze large data set, providing predicts insight and enhancing the research outcomes significantly. Okay, and we go for the finding of water quality contamination. Okay, contamination source identified. That these sections analyze various sources contributing to water quality degradation, including industrial discharge, agricultural runoff, and also waste disposal practices, emphasizing their roles in pollution level, while special distribution of contamination will cover the geographical prevalence and of water contaminant, highlighting which regions are most affected and correlating this data with urban versus rural pollution sources. Okay, so from the finding, definitely we will go for implication. What can we gain from the finding? Okay, these segments details how water quality contaminate affect ecosystem, including outer habitat, decreased biodiversity, and also long-term consequences on aquatic life. And also the second thing is policy and management recommendation. Will focus on the actionable steps that policymakers and implements to mitigate contaminations, including stricter regulation, improve waste management strategies, and also community education effort. So conclusion, which is involved with the future direction. Okay, proposed research area. Okay, suggests that future research opportunity necessary to further understanding the water quality issue. It includes imaging contaminants, and also climate change effects on hydrology. And the second one is potential technological advancement. Discuss the possible technological innovations in detections and remediations of water contaminants, exploring on how advancements in science can lead to better management practices and involved with the water health. Okay, I think that's all for me today for the presentation. Thank you.